Good morning, Transit!
Wow, that was beautiful. No effects on that one. That's just raw, natural singing right there.
Yo, what's up, Transit? How's it going, man? Oh, we're so glad you are here this morning. My name is Danelle.
And my name is Ahan.
Hey, and we're so pumped because today, not only is it Transit Live, but it's Sunday Fun Day. And hey, if you're tuning in for the very first time, I want you to know that Transit exists to help students discover a faith of their own. It's also a place where you can come and have a ton of fun and invite your friends. And hey, if they're new, what do they need to know, Ahan?
If you guys are new, I mean brand new, we want to send you guys a gift as a thank you for being here. So all you got to do is click the link in the description and just fill out the form, you know?
And what's the gift that they might get in the mail if they're new?
They might get
What do they get? Yeah.
Oh,
Transit swag.
Transit.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Come on, Ahan, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You got some Transit swag in the mail if you're new. But hey, without further ado, let's head over to our fun ton run. I was trying to do some rhymes here, and I wasn't working out. But let's head over to our game.
Think you ran out.
What's our game today, Han?
Oh, okay, so today's game is called Say What You See. All right?
Say what you see, just tell me what you see. Just say what you see, just tell me what you see.
And I was in a singing mood today.
I am.
Oh,
That was Spice Girls, if you guys didn't know Spice Girls. All right.
I think that's a bit ahead
How do you
of
play
the
this
time.
game?
All right, so on the board there will be two pictures, and the two pictures are meant to form one word, and you have to guess what that word is.
Alrighty. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I am elite at this game. I'm telling you guys, I am so good. Like, whoo! Like, I want to look at these pictures and be like, instant. Okay. But hey, let us know in the chat what your thoughts are, what you think these pictures are. Let's get it started. First one.
Ooh.
This is easy.
Oh.
Straw.
Is that a raspberry?
Berries.
Berries.
Straw.
No, this is
Berries.
This is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
Really on?
Oh.
Really? Really? Okay. Straw. Berries.
You know, I think I got it now.
What do you think it is?
A raspberry?
You're joking. You're joking. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
good.
Trans already got
Yeah,
it
we already got
because yes, it is strawberries. There we go. Oh, it's so low. The answer's so low. Strawberries. All right. That one's an easy one. That was like a test one. That was way too easy, okay? Let's do the next one. Ooh. It's pointing at the space key on the keyboard.
Space.
And this is a oil boat on the water. It's a blue sky, but it's
Space
blue.
water.
Blue.
Space blue. Key blue.
Blue sky, don't fall. No. I don't know.
Computer blue.
No, this one's also easy. This one's also
Yeah.
easy. Space. And this is a...
Ship.
So it's a...
Spaceship!
Hey! We're really good at this game. Air high five.
COVID free, guys.
Okay, next. All right. Ooh, this one's hard.
Oh, what?
This is... They're watching a show. And this is a train. It's a red curtain.
Red train.
Red train.
Red train. I'm gonna go with...
Or this is like a terminal. Red terminal.
I don't think you can form a word.
Or
with terminal.
curtain terminal.
Curtain.
Or show terminal.
Show. Audience? There's an
Show
audience?
tune.
Tune.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. What do you guys think?
No.
This is hard.
Yeah,
this
I
is super
don't know.
hard.
This is a harder one.
Station? Something station, maybe?
Station.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
PlayStation. They're watching a play. It's a station. I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. What is it? What is it? Let's see. Let's see the answer.
Hey!
That's so wild. Wow. Okay.
Let's get the next one.
Let's do a couple more.
Blow eagle. Sick eagle. Tired eagle.
I have no clue. Fly high.
I think we've confirmed that that's an eagle, right?
Yeah, it's a bird, so it's like a bird flu.
Bird flu.
Bird flu. That's a thing. It could be bird flu, or like snot high, or cold
eagle.
Cold fly. Cold sky.
Cold
wings. Cold wings because of the wings. Or cold bird. Or
hot wings.
Hot wings. Because you know when you have a fever, you're warm.
Yeah.
So like hot wings. If you're right, that would be the most wildest thing we've seen. Okay, let's see. What is it? Illegal.
Oh.
Because he's ill and eagle. Eagle. That's
makes sense.
funny.
Yeah, makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It's terrible. Terrible. Okay. Let's do 2 more. Well, let's do 2 more. Okay, another one. Ice cream.
Oh.
Sorry, I was trying for everyone. No, when you had the opportunity to guess. Off the bat. Instantly. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That was really quick. I'm sorry. But am I right? Yeah, I am. Oh gosh. That was easy. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's do another one.
Yeah.
This time I won't say anything. Good, because I have no idea what this is.
I'm so confused. Pool vault.
Oh, pool vault. What is a pool vault?
Well, no. I was thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking maybe we could like morph the word into another word.
Okay.
Like pool, pole, kind of.
There's balls, and he's running. There's 8 run, 8 sprint, 8 track. 8 track. Back in the day, there was an 8 track. Yeah, 8 track is a thing.
That's your guess?
I was right.
8-track?
8 track. It's like back in the day we used to use CDs and you put them in the CD player. And it's called 8 track. Ask your parents; they'll tell you. Say, "Hey, mom and dad, what's an 8 track?" They'll tell you. Okay. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. Let's see what the answer is. Breakfast.
Oh.
You have to break.
Yeah, and
when you do pool, you break, and he's running fast.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, that's good.
This was a fun game. This is
actually a fun game. Yeah.
Man. Hey guys, we're heading into our last week of
Into the Unknown.
I got it right this time.
That was beautiful.
The timing was perfect.
Yeah, that was really good. Yay! Into the Unknown, our last week, guys. This series has been amazing. It's so amazing to hear and remind ourselves that, you know what, God is with us through it all. Even though things might look very unknown, God definitely has a plan for us. So I'm excited to hear our last message of this series. Before we listen to this message, Ahan, do you want to pray for us?
Yeah, sure. Dear God, thank you for everyone who's here. Thank you for all the fun we have at Transit. And I pray that you're here with us while we all listen to this wonderful message.
Amen.
have a problem.
Everybody, my name's Ashley, and I'm so glad you're here. Right now, we're gonna talk about change. When we experience the unknowns that go along with changes in our lives, we all have different ideas about how they make us feel. Maybe you think some changes are good, like the starting spot on the team, or a new friend in your small group, or the growth spurt that finally makes you tall enough to ride that one cool roller coaster. Or maybe there's changes that don't seem so good. Your mom losing her job, or your sister getting sick, or suddenly failing your math class. No matter what kind it is, change is something we're all gonna experience. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to make a change in your life because you thought it would make your life better? Like eating more vegetables and less pizza, or studying for the test the night before instead of cramming 30 minutes before class, or putting your phone away and actually talking to your grandparent during dinner. I remember when I was in middle school and I really wanted to learn how to play the violin. So for Christmas one year, my dad bought me a violin and he told me, all you need to do is practice 30 minutes a day. Will you promise me to practice 30 minutes a day? And I said, yes, I promise you. Now, I didn't take into consideration that I was already in the drama club and I had started a part-time job babysitting. So my TV time to me was so important. And every single day, I would watch TV for 30 minutes and I would do all my other chores and go to bed. Friends, I could not give up my TV time. I would come home, do my homework, babysit, practice on whatever play or skit I was in, and then watch TV on the time that I was supposed to be practicing the violin. So finally I said, okay, I've got to make a change, and it was one of the hardest things for me to do. And maybe you can relate. Even if it isn't the same as what I tried to change in my life, I'm sure there are some things in your life that you've thought about trying to change. For you, maybe it's school. Maybe you know your English grade could improve, but you also know that it will require more time studying and less time playing video games. And while bringing up your grade is important, you're not sure you have what it takes to put down the video game controller and pick up the books. Or maybe you need to get serious about practice like me. Whether it's soccer or orchestra or drama club, you know you're not giving it your all right now. You know that you need to put in just a little bit more work to actually do what you need to do for yourself and your team. Maybe you've tried, but the amount of time and energy it took felt like more than you had to give right now. Maybe you need to make a change in your friend group. You know, you're spending time with people who aren't the best for you. Being around them has changed the way you talk, the way you act, and the choices you make, and not in a good way. But you've been friends a long time, and you know how much effort it will take to make new friends. It just feels like an impossible change to make at this point. Or maybe it goes a little bit deeper for you. Maybe you've developed some habits that you know aren't really helpful in your life. Maybe it's the things you look at online that nobody knows about, or the hurtful comments that you post anonymously on social media, or the things you're doing in a dating relationship that you don't feel comfortable with, or the things you're curious about, or even trying for the first time, like drugs or alcohol. You see what I mean? I think we can all come up with something that we know we need to change. But while the things that we need to change may look different for each of us, I think there's one thing we have in common. We know that actually making that change can be really hard to do. Why is that? If we know we need to make a change that might make our lives better, why don't we just do it? Well, maybe you're afraid to fail. Maybe you want to step out and make the change, but what if it doesn't work? What if you study and still don't pass? Or practice and still don't get the starting spot? Or try to make a new friend and then get rejected? That feels like a failure, and that isn't something that any of us want to experience. Or maybe you don't want to seem different. You don't want to stand out. If people see you trying to make a change in your life, they'll notice something is different about you. That you're not spending time with the people that you used to, or that you're not posting on social media as much, or you're not as into video games as you used to be. That kind of feels like a lot of attention, doesn't it? You want to make a change, but not if it means everyone is going to notice and know about it. Now, maybe you're worried about what other people will think. If you start changing things like your words or interests or choices or friends, will people think that you're being fake or judgmental or acting like you're better than them? That doesn't feel like something you want to deal with, does it? Or maybe honestly, that kind of change just feels overwhelming. It's one thing to say you're going to change, but to actually do it, Well, that's gonna actually take some effort, and a lot of it. Between school, homework, practice, your chores at home, doing anything else just seems exhausting to think about. And listen, I get it. Sometimes the idea of making a change in my life makes me feel so overwhelmed. But I think all of the effort, all the work, and all the stuff that comes with making good changes in our lives can be worth it. In fact, I think God can actually do a lot for us when it comes to change. We just have to be willing to take the first step. To help you see what I mean, I want to read a little bit of a letter written by a guy named James. Okay, fun fact. James was actually the half-brother of Jesus. It's pretty crazy, right? I mean, can you imagine if the guy who shared your bathroom and sat at your dinner table and left his socks all over the house was not just your brother, but the actual Son of God? That was real life for James, and eventually, he grew to be a believer in and follower of Jesus too. Now, before we get to what James wrote in his letter, let me give you a little background on what was going on at the time. During one of Jesus' last talks with his followers on earth, he told them that they would be his witnesses in their hometown and beyond. Now, what does this mean? Basically, that they would be the people who would spread the message of Jesus to people where they lived and places all over the world. And in order to do that, Jesus' followers had to make a change. They had to be willing to leave where they were and go out into the world and tell other people about Jesus. Now, of course, his followers were on board with the message of Jesus, but the idea of leaving their homes to share that message with other people in other places, well, that was a change they seemed scared to make. So at first, most of them stayed right where they were. But then something kind of awful happened. The early Christians who followed Jesus back then started to be harmed or threatened because of their beliefs. Some of them were even killed. And because this was happening, people ran from their cities and homes in order to stay safe. So with all that going on, James wrote a letter to encourage his fellow Christians during this scary change. And here's what he wrote. Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. Okay, let's get real for a second. None of us wants to actually do this, right? Consider our troubles a reason to have joy? The changes we're going through? The difficult stuff that we need to do to live better lives? We're supposed to have joy in that? No, thank you. Well, before we throw out this letter completely, let's just read one more thing. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. See, the reason we can find joy in the hard stuff is because those changes and troubles are for a reason. In fact, they can lead to something really great in our lives. Endurance. Maybe you've heard this word before. The word endurance is usually associated with athletics. So when we train and we work hard over time, our bodies will get better at what we're doing. And the more we run, the longer we'll eventually be able to run. That's because we've built up endurance. The more we do it, the stronger we'll become. Think of it like an astronaut. Astronauts have to go through so much training before they get into space. They have to spend tons of hours in a classroom. They have to practice handling the equipment. They have to go on test flights and pretend spacewalks over and over. They have to do a lot to build their knowledge and endurance before they can even go out into space. All of the changes that they make and the work that they put in makes them better astronauts. It builds their endurance. The endurance that James wrote about works the same way. When we take a step towards making a change, we're working on building our endurance. When we decide to study more and pass that class, we do it once, and then we do it again, and again, and again. Is it always easy? No! But the more we do it, the easier it will get. The more we show up and keep trying and keep working through that change, the stronger we'll be. And the stronger we are, the more endurance we'll gain to keep working towards that change in our lives. And that endurance can help you be confident when everything changes. Essentially, James was saying that practice makes perfect. In other words, working towards change by pushing through the pain and hard stuff doesn't just make you better at the thing you're working on, it actually makes you better at change. You're developing the kind of endurance that will help you when you face any unknowns. And that's important because change and going into the unknown is something we're gonna face for the rest of our lives. Building endurance by making changes now can help you be better at the changes you face as you grow up. God can use the unknown to make us stronger. God can give us the strength to step out and make positive changes in our lives. God can help us build our endurance. God can help us be confident when everything changes. And that will help us stand strong when we face changes that we choose and changes that we don't. Of course, I realize that this idea doesn't get everybody excited about going and deciding to make a change in their life. Honestly, I think it probably felt that way for the people reading James's letter back then. I mean, these people were making a change to avoid being killed. That's a pretty risky thing to do. But James was trying to remind them of the same thing that I want us to remember today. Even when it's hard and uncomfortable and painful to go through, God could use that change to change us from the inside out. And I don't know about you, but just the idea of that is enough to make me want to give it a try. To start building the kind of endurance that can help me handle change. To start believing that God can use the unknown to make us stronger. I want you to try a couple of things this week. First, name one area of your life that you want to see change. Maybe it's your grades, or your friend group, or your TikTok habit, or your relationship with your mom. Maybe it's even your relationship with God. Whatever it is, just think about that one part of your life that you think would benefit from a change. Then, I want you to take just one step toward making that change. Just one. Maybe you choose to study for 15 minutes more, or sit at a new lunch table, or put your phone away at a certain time one night, or offer to help your mom with the cleaning. Even if it feels difficult, I want you to give it a try. Then, try it again. Keep trying it, in fact. Build a little endurance to make that change. When it gets easier, thank God for helping you build that endurance. And when it's hard, ask God for a little help to keep going. Ask God to help you remember that the work is building something big in you. Ask God to help you believe that the unknown can make you stronger. I know that making a change and going into the unknown can feel really scary, and it can be easy to think that you're the only one trying to figure it all out. And the truth is, you are not alone when it comes to navigating this whole change thing. That's actually why we have groups, so that you can share what you're going through and encourage each other along the way. Think about sharing what you want to change with the people in your group. Then, encourage each other to keep going when it feels difficult. Let's cheer each other on as we build the endurance to make a change in our own lives.
Wow, what an amazing message. What an amazing series. It's been so good. Just a reminder as we go into September, school starting soon, to remind that God is with us and that God loves us through it all. And that even though we might have some fears, even though there might be some doubts or some anxieties coming, that God has definitely gone before us, that He's definitely with us, He's walking beside us, and that He wants the best for us.
Never forget.
Hey guys, I'm excited for the rest of the summer. It's gonna be fun. I know we're gonna be doing a couple more events in Trans, so make sure that you sign up if you haven't yet signed up to be part of those events. But hey, before we head off and before we end Transit Live, Ahan, what is our challenge for today?
It is that time of the day, people. Woo! We got today's challenge, and today's challenge, let's go deep sea diving with these questions,
Deep sea diving?
Yeah.
Okay, where we at? What's the question for today?
Today's question is, what is the fastest aquatic animal?
What is the fastest aquatic animal? Ooh, I'm going to say swordfish.
Swordfish.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good guess.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go with the proper Nemo. I'm gonna go with a goldfish. They seem pretty fast to me when I watch the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, let's know in the chat what you think, and of course, the winner will get a prize. Hey guys, Transit has been a ton of fun. It's always good to log on and to see your beautiful faces. Well, at least your usernames, and see you guys in the chat. It's always a good time. Make sure you tune in again for another Transit Live But for now, have a good Sunday, fun day. Peace out and see you guys next week.
Bye.